Hi, welcome to this video. In this video, I'm going to show how to use hooks, cucumber hooks. The before hook, after hook, before step, after step. So these are the hooks you can use in a cucumber. I will briefly explain the purpose of it and how to use it. Okay, so here I have a framework which I've created. This is Selenium Maven Java framework which I've created for the purpose of this demo. So let's start. Now I have a class here for the hook step class. Now let's add the before hook, and I'll explain as we go along. So that's the before hook, and that gets executed um, before each scenario. So let me create a method that's a void because I don't want the method to retain anything. So begin test that. That's what I'm going to call scenario. You don't have to supply the scenario. The hooks are for scenarios anyway. So, but if you want to just for readability, or if you have other methods where you want to perform certain actions for the scenario, you can supply. Okay, so what do you want to do? What I want to do is I want um, the web driver to be initialized, the browser to be initialized. The purpose of the hook, probably I should have said that at the beginning. The purpose of the hook is to perform certain actions prior to running your scenario. So the before hook will run before each scenario. So you can supply, you can put in this in begin test method. You can perform any actions you may want to prior to running the test. So it's like starting up your browser, setting or clearing a cookies, connecting to database, initializing your web driver, checking the state of the system, monitoring. It could be a variety of things you may want to perform before or after the test. So, okay, in my case, um, all I'm doing is initializing the driver. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so I just need to import the class. If you don't know how to import the class, you can actually click on it and hover over, or you can either click on it and press Alt and Enter and then import the class, or you can just hover over and then click on import class. Okay, so this will get the browser name from my property file, and then that will be supplied to my set driver. That is where the web driver is going to be initialized. So that's what I'm doing prior to running the test. Now, okay. Now once that is done, um, then it'll run the test, and after the test is run, I want a clear down. So I want the browser to be closed properly. So for that, you use an after hook. Okay. So in after hook, I will create a method void. Again, I don't want, there's nothing to retain, so use void test scenario. And then I will, just for simplicity, I will say web dot close browser. Okay, two simple hooks, which one before the test and another one after the test. So, this is all there is to hooks. Okay, oh, there's one more thing. You can actually also add before step and after step. So if you want certain actions to be performed before running each step in your test, you can actually add before step, and then if you want to perform certain actions after each step in your test, then you can add after step. I have the block here. I'll just copy and paste here. There you go. Again, Alt and Enter, and that'll add. Now, this there's a problem. Actually, I can see a problem with this. Uh, the hooks are fine. However, you may encounter a problem here because let's run the test and see what happens. If I run the test, I have a simple test here. Um, just for the purpose of demo, this will go to bbc.com and click on a link, and then it'll assert. That's all it does. Okay, let's run the test and see what it does, or if it doesn't do anything. Let's see what. Okay, there you go. So it's failed because for some reason it's not liking it. It's not actually going through the. It's saying the web driver is null. I got a null pointer exception, and I'm pretty sure that is because the web driver is it hasn't got. So the browser, it couldn't find the browser. So basically, it hasn't even gone to the hook. The reason for that is um, the imports for the before and after hook is wrong. This is something you have to bear in mind, not just here, even when you write given when you write gherkin steps. If you do not import, or anywhere for that matter, if you do not import the right um, imports, then you will have problems. And it doesn't sometimes give any clear indication as where it's gone wrong. I've actually spent in my career, I've spent hours sometimes as the system doesn't give proper, um, it doesn't guide you to where the actual problem is. So you have to it's a trial and error sometimes. The import is one of the culprits. And so this import, it doesn't work. You have to actually have the io.cucumber.java import. So if you do that, that will work. Import. So you can actually just do it from here. Just remove that. Now, okay, so that is what we need. Okay, so same for that. Alt and Enter, get that. So it should now work. Okay, so see what the system is automatically done. It's actually just removed everything. Previously we had like this. Okay, that's another thing you could if you want to remove the number of imports. They're all from io.cucumber.java, so you don't have to have these three or four. You can just remove all of them and just put an asterisk. So they're all satisfied here now. See, okay. So just going back to the hook, that's the before hook. This will set the driver. And then here before step, I'm just typing something. I just to make sure that it actually works. Okay, just to display that before step works. Or if you have proper um, steps, of course you can supply here. And after hook, quite very simple. Close the browser. That's what it does. So let's run the test now. This time it should work properly. There you go. Is initialize the driver, and it's got the driver session. There you go. The tests are run. Okay, now you can see um, it is a proof that it's gone to the before hook. Um, okay, the fact that the test is run successfully proves that it's gone to before hook because it's actually initialized the driver. It's got the browser name from my properties file, and then using which it's actually initialized the driver, the web driver. And then after that is actually close the browser. I've used headless, that's why you didn't see the browser coming up. Then of course it is run, is gone through these hooks too before step. You can see that this is before step and after step. Okay, that is a simple video on hooks. I hope it's been useful. One thing you need to bear in mind whenever you have problems with um, hooks not working, um, make sure that you look at the imports. The imports could be wrong. Okay. Thank you for watching again. If you think it's been of some use, please do subscribe. Okay. Thank you. Bye bye.